All right, getting right into it. Gonna shoot some different SX-70 models so you can see the difference between them. It's a pretty cool video, so make sure to stay tuned, like, and subscribe. Okay, so the first model is just like any Model 1 or Model 2 camera. Pretty much basic. You have your wheel, there's the door, you have your exposure compensation here on the side, you have the electric eye right there. It folds down nice and neat, so Model 1s or Model 2s is pretty much just about the same thing. Lens-wise, there might be some different electronics between the models, but they're just about the same. Okay, and so we have this one, which is just a basic box type one. This is the one step, also known as the rainbow stripe. So you have exposure compensation and button, and the viewfinder opens up nice and neat. Pretty much these are like the Pronto cameras and the SX-70 sonars that are in the similar shape, but really simple, really straightforward, just pretty much point and shoot. And then last but not least, you have the SX-70 sonar. So it has a sonar, plus you can move it manually, so just like the original Model 1 or Model 2s. Basic, straightforward, folds down, see a pretty cool sticker there. The thing that I'd messed up with on this camera is I put an old original Polaroid, not Polaroid Originals, but you can see the blue tab, the OG stuff. So the results are going to be shaky, but you do get the sense of what it can do through the photos. There we go, just showing the dark slide on the one step and on the executive model there. I don't have one on the sonar because I had loaded it up previously, but just getting right into it. So here is the rainbow stripe with no flash on a bright day. And then here is the Model 1 or Model 2, the executive model. You can see a clear difference in the photos. With the rainbow stripe, you kind of get a broad sense. It kind of tries to capture everything. On this one, you can really hone in on details and really get into some really closer, really, neater pictures. So you can clearly see the difference between the two. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for the film, but the film itself had gone really bad and was really light sensitive, but you can still see it got really close into the details, and it would be just like the Model 1 or Model 2, the executive model there with the black leather. You can see me marking them pretty much so I can distinguish them later, and so we can see the results. The cool thing about all SX-70 models is they use the same flash mount, so pretty much you can put all these flash bars in there, and they're all universal. So here I am using it with flash. The sonar models work best when you're using something fast like pets, kids, or something with motion. On a still image, you'll get some good results. You'll get it perfectly in focus, but its real charm comes in when you're doing something on a fly. If you're trying to get like a really candid picture or just an image pretty much out and about. Okay, you can see it takes me a while to set up this picture. Obviously, like the Model 1s, the Model 2s, these are more thought out pictures, like portraits, landscapes. It'll get it nice and focused, but it's just going to take you a while to set it up. Here I'm using the box type for a portrait. You can see in the image that it tries to get just about everything in the image. So there's stuff in the background that's in focus, but the foreground's not so much in focus. And with the SX-70 model, the Model 1 and Model 2, you can pretty much pick and choose what you want in focus, so you can see a lot of detail up front, and then the back is blurred a bit. And then here in the sonar model, you can see, although it's a bit, muffled up, you can see that it's perfectly in focus, that it gets it right pretty much every time, so pretty cool. Okay, so final thoughts. The one step is more for parties, having fun, just mindlessly taking pictures, just get some cool candids and pretty much just have a good time. It looks like a good time, so it's pretty much what it's for. The Model 1 and Model 2s are more for your thought out pictures, your portraits, really think about it before you take the picture, so really thought out photos. And then you have the sonar. Although I used the wrong film, it's pretty much the best of both worlds. You can have fun, roam around, and take pictures. Okay, so pretty much wrapping it up here, make sure to clean up the mess that we made, leave it exactly how it was, or sometimes even in better condition. But if I was to choose between the three models, I would definitely go with the sonar. It's definitely a fan favorite because you do have the autofocus and the manual focus. If you have a Model 1 or Model 2 like that black model there, you do have to think about it a little bit more, the framing, focus, and since you have to manually focus, you really have to plan out your shots. but you do get to pick and choose what you want in the picture, so I think that's really cool. And then for the rainbow stripe camera, pretty much it's just a fun point and shoot camera. You don't get all the manual settings, but sometimes the best pictures are taken really candid, or just the best moments are just on a whim. So I think that's a really cool aspect of that camera. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Here's a preview for the next video. Keep shooting film. Thanks.